So hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Alan, and welcome to Contractor USA. Today, I am here with Enrique. Now, Enrique, you recently had gotten your contractor's license, right?
I did. Your school program, which was with the contractor license school, and I did your program. It helped me out a lot as far as for learning everything that I needed to do as far as to pass the test.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit of nervous. I was a little bit nervous at first, but you know what? Your program is really great. That made me feel a little bit more comfortable.
Awesome.
I did try another one before you, and it just wasn't there. I didn't really learn too much off it. But when I found you, the program did help me. I felt a little bit more comfortable. I felt like I understood the material a little bit more, and I actually passed it my first time, both the law and the
Awesome,
and the
man. That is great.
So
Good
it
job.
definitely prepared me for for it.
Sweet. Now, what trade did you get? Let the audience know.
I did the General B. So
Boom.
So I
Okay.
did get my general contracting license.
And so now, how long have you been licensed?
As far as license, I hit a year in July, this past July. So I think roughly, what are we, about 13, maybe 14 months?
Okay. And you're
So
predominantly in what area of Southern Cal?
I am Santa Barbara, California.
Okay, Santa Barbara. And so let me ask you this, because there's a lot of contractors wanting to know this kind of stuff. They're either trying to either go into construction, or they're trying to wonder, what does the makeup or the groundwork look like in the coming future? So my question is, are you staying busy?
I am. You know what? The ones that are responsible and are just hungry to do the work,
Yeah.
and just like as far as like how do you say it? I guess just if you're eager to learn and then just willing to show up is the biggest thing. As long as a lot of contractors, they set up meetings, and a lot of the clients that I've been dealing with that do hire me, they say a lot of the contractors don't show up half the time.
Yeah,
So,
that's a big one, huh?
yeah, so just showing up is a huge plus, but also continuing on what you promise. So making sure that you come through with your
Yes.
contracts. Yeah, so
Yeah,
as
no,
far as
those are
showing up,
great tips. So let's
yeah,
dive into some of these tips since you're bringing them out. So the first one you're saying is people not showing up, because this is great stuff, right? And then the other one was, what was the second one you said?
wanting to do the work and then
Wanting
continue
to
with
do
your
the work.
promise as what you do.
Okay.
So
So what other kind of tips you think you're seeing out there where people are missing landing jobs?
I think they overpromise and underdeliver half the time.
Yeah.
So if you're
Yeah.
continuous and you're let's see, if you're able to be trustworthy and be reliable,
Yeah.
you'll go a long ways as far as with these people, as far as making them making them feel comfortable. Because
Yeah.
if you're all over the place and kind of biting more than you can chew, then I've seen that the clients feel that, where you start
Yeah.
being MIA, not present, and that's
Yeah.
when things starts going sideways. But as long as you take on what you can handle and show up, and just have positive energy, just be happy in general, even though it is stressful behind the
Yeah.
scenes, you can go a long ways. And then especially the
Absolutely.
same clients are over and over, as far as from my experience, the same people I've been working for years are still hiring
Yeah.
me today, and they do recommend you. So it goes a long way as far as for word of mouth. Even though like now you have to get in the internet as far as advertising, so when people look you up, you pop up. But a lot of the word of mouth make other clients feel comfortable because they've already
Yeah.
experienced working
Yeah.
with you in the past. So a lot of their
Yeah.
friends tend to take their word for it. And
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of jobs as far as from word of mouth, and I don't have to any advertising
That's so
most of that,
good.
even though I should be doing it.
Yeah. Well, there's only really three types of jobs people get, right? They get word of mouth, which I call like referrals, or repeats, and you're getting referrals and repeats. And then
I
of
am.
course there's your other route. It's the third route, and that is just doing some advertising on your social media, being present on the World Wide Web, maybe doing some some ads on Facebook or Instagram or those kinds of things. So that's really the only way. And if you're not getting referrals and repeats, you're killing yourself, right? So good job, man. So that's where you're seeing a lot of your success, right? You're getting good referrals and repeats.
I am. There are a lot of repeats and referrals out there, but you still have to do as far as like creating a website and your
Yeah.
previous work. So other people, as far as that, just look you up. They seen the work
Yeah.
that you do. They see your crew, and you can already tell based
Absolutely.
on like what you post or what you have advertised and what you have on your website. They'll be
Yeah.
able to determine if it's the job is more than you can handle or if it's something that you
Yeah.
can handle.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I do need to do that too, and that's one thing I haven't done. And I'm actually looking as far as to hire your team to be able
Awesome.
to do my website. So that's
Yeah, we're
another thing I
ready.
am trying to do, and I haven't done it because right now, I mean, I can't really take on more because I am slammed, which is a good problem. But I still want to have,
Great problem.
yeah, but I still want to have
Yeah.
that website so that way it's a little bit more professional. I'm a little bit more legit, stuff like
That's
that.
great. I do want to throw that out there. Your business name is CS Construction Inc., right?
Correct. Yeah. It's
Awesome.
I named it after my nickname. So a lot of people in the construction world don't know me as Enrique. Everybody knows me as Chino, which it
Oh, Chino.
means curly. So I
Yeah.
used to have really curly hair and the name's always stuck to me. So I
Okay.
named it after Chino Solis technically. So but
Oh,
that's where
okay.
CS Construction got born.
Yeah, cool. That way people could find you. And so you're getting tons of work right now. You're slammed. Are How are you navigating the growth then? Because you can end up with so much work that you got to hire more people. So you already have some employees potentially, right?
I do. So now I started with a crew of one,
Uh-huh.
and I was doing the work hands on, but it's been getting to the point where it's almost like I have to be hands off, which is a little hard for me because I
Yeah.
do love doing the work,
Yeah.
but you can't do it all. You need a team.
Yeah.
So I just recently hired a manager, which is helping me do all that
Good.
stuff as far as running it. So now I have two divisions
Okay.
um, that are working, and now we're almost up to 16 people.
Woo!
Yeah.
Awesome, brother.
So
Bro, that
it's
is great. So you're at 16 people, you're growing. And that's really one of the hardest things, right? Because it's like, when do you add people? When do you grow? You're looking at the finances and going, am I ready? Can I invest it in this? And you're killing it, man. 16 people and growing.
yeah, and luckily everybody's able to stay busy. I have to. One thing I kind of had to learn on my own was I have to stay on top of it. Where as
Yeah.
far as like making sure I'm scheduling the work, making
Yeah.
sure I'm doing the meetings, but also being present. Where as far as my face is still present on the jobs, where it's not
Yeah.
I'm not MIA and making my team do it. I still having communication with the clients. I'm still present on the jobs. So I'm a little bit everywhere, but it is going. But I do have to make sure I am scheduling stuff, making
Mhm.
sure that everything's going as planned to make sure that these guys stay busy all the
Yep.
time.
That's what we talked about, executive ability in our school. And that is, as your jobs increase and you get more and more jobs, your responsibility as a manager is going to become that much more valuable because you're coordinating all the whole thing. You're like the conductor coordinating the whole business, and you have to hire the right people to get it done. And
Yeah,
so, dude, you're doing a year out and you're already hired 16 people. You're killing it, bro. That's great. And you're so busy you can't even keep up with all the work, and you're probably turning some away. Yeah.
I am turning stuff away, but you know what? I'm actually I do have a couple family members that got in the business as well that
Hmm.
are licensed now, and so I do referrals. So sometimes I refer them. They do a great job, but we give each other work. Like sometimes they can't do it, and I might have availability. So you kind of help each other out. It's not
Yeah.
mainly sometimes everybody's out there for their own. You kind of have to have relationship with other contractors that
Yeah.
are in the same business as you, because you never know when you might need them, and half the
Yeah.
time they need you do need each other because we do need a couple supports, or sometimes they need a couple extra hands, so then they do hire my company as far as to go help them, or I hire them to help me out for whenever I need as well. So it's a
Yeah.
little bit, you help and you also get helped.
Yeah. So that's good. So you've created a community, partners, right? That you could
Yeah.
pass work back and forth, use each other's crews if you need to, maybe do some subs for some of those different partners that you've created. Um, and that's really the ecosystem that every contractor needs to build. I love that because that is exactly what I'm trying to do with all of the contractors that have grown and graduated our program. The little over 8,000 is saying, hey, let's use each other. And that's why you get to go and get listed on my website. Hopefully you went and listed yourself there on Home Pro Works,
I
because
think I
it's a free
started it
listing.
by
And you did?
I
Did you?
think I started it, but I'm not sure if I did it completely,
Okay.
but I do need to do it.
Yes, finish that up because then it makes you accessible to not only all the people, the hoteliers and restaurateurs that we are getting calls from that want to find contractors, but it also gives you a database of other contractors that have gone through our program because only the people that have gone through our program actually get listed there. And so someone in another state, they can go through our program, but it needs to be like our construction project management course or things like that. But it creates this really incredible community where you're going to find people who are basically on the same page. They've been trained by us. They have the same mindset for growth and entrepreneurship. They can thrive and grow to a multi-million-dollar company through our program. So definitely sign up for that. I'm glad you're doing that out there. Now, let me ask you this. So as people are hearing you and people are going to hopefully find you, see you on social media and even want more, you better get ready to scale up, bro. You're going to be hiring like 50 people. But what are the main types of jobs that you specifically look for and like in your industry?
I've been doing a lot of ground up homes.
Okay.
So a lot of new buildings or additions, and a lot of things are happening now. Is a lot of people are doing ADUs. So that's a lot of the stuff I've been building, and they're pretty easy. Half the time they're pretty straightforward. Some of the other jobs I do, which is custom work, which you do high-end finish work, which that's my specialty,
Nice.
or rough and framing. That's what I've done.
Okay.
But I do a lot of kitchens, a lot of doors and windows, the huge 8-foot, sometimes 12-foot, even more doors and windows that are really nice.
Okay.
But a lot of the jobs I like doing are the new builds.
Okay. So you like the
But
building,
the remodels are
ground
just
up.
as fine.
Yeah. Are you working with an architect out there? Or does the homeowner come with the plan already? Or are they saying, hey, can you help me with the plan?
You know what? It's both. So
Okay.
sometimes they already have a plan. They already have their architects because half the time it's not their first rodeo. They end up building new various homes.
Okay.
And other times they're completely new to it. So they kind of just need help. Like, hey, where do I start? Well, I say, well, first you start with the architect and then kind of lead them as far as to my connections. And then we go from there.
Yeah. Now, there used to be a day back in the early, I'd say 90s, houses were like $1.50, $150 a square foot. Now they're more like $400 to $500, even more, huh? They're up there. Yeah. So hopefully
It's a little bit, it is up there now. It's getting
crazy.
more and more.
It's crazy. And you have an area out there that has a more high affluent area, right? There's some richer segments there. They're probably paying what, 500, 600, 700 a square foot, maybe?
Sometimes more. Yeah.
Wow.
But yes, there's a really high end, a lot of celebrities live here. So it's a really smaller area. It's a little bit more calm, but it's houses are really big there.
That's
so
great.
when we do new homes, it's it is a bit of a challenge because a lot of it's custom.
Yeah.
But it's nothing that we can't handle.
Yeah. No, that's great. I love the fact that you've also invested with us, haven't you?
I did.
You did, man. Now,
Yeah,
did we do returns yet for yours? Everybody goes in a cycle, or is your money still with us?
Yeah, money's still with you guys.
Okay, good.
Right
Yeah,
now.
you'll be seeing that come back to you. We have so many amazing projects, and I just want to say I appreciate you for being an investor with us, because on those products that you invest with us, you actually own that house with me. You and I are in contract. We're building that community. You're loaning me your money. I'm going and making money off that money, giving you a crazy return, and everybody's winning, man. It's so good. That's what I love about this community.
Yeah, we all help each other. That's what it's about. You can't really be a type of person that only wants to help yourself, because you can get very limited with that. But if you do help one another, you can go pretty far. Especially because there's some things that you haven't been to and you do ask for advice. They're willing to give you the advice.
Yes. Now, did you do our school? You did our school in class, didn't you?
I didn't. I did it online here because it's a little tough for me to get out there. It is about a 2.5 hour, maybe 3 hour drive.
Yeah.
And now, since there's a lot of construction on the road and the freeway and the main highways, it does take a little bit longer sometimes.
And you did
But
the
I
live
did do it
stream,
online.
right?
I'm sorry?
You did the live stream or the homeschool?
Both. So sometimes
good.
I did log into the live streams, which was the law. And the other ones I sometimes did at my home, watching the videos and making my notes and everything that I needed to do.
Yeah. And then you went
but
to
I did attend one year.
passed.
I'm sorry?
You went and took your test, passed, so boom, it worked out great, huh?
It did. I was really nervous, but as I got into it, then I was like, hey, I already been here. I remember this. It's just, the words a little bit tweaked. So
Yep.
I was definitely over prepared for it, which was a lot better than being under prepared.
I love that, over prepared. That's what we try to do, get you plenty of information. You studied, you passed first try, and then you went to town. That's such an amazing story that you went from 1 year license now and you're already doing 16 employees. Dude, you are killing it, bro.
I'm
love
trying, I still want to, I don't want to, I'm still hungry for more. So I don't want to go ahead and get too excited about it. I definitely want to do a little bit better. There's definitely rooms for improvements. And I am just learning how to just organize and run everything a little bit better than, I guess, than yesterday's. Yes. So I'm always trying new ways to run a better system, run a little bit more organized, and just be able to handle everything properly. Yes.
So as you've been growing, give me 2 or 3 of the things that's helpful for someone who maybe has a smaller construction company. They want to start growing. What are 2 or 3 of the things that maybe you had to overcome or that you learned?
Trusting your guys. So you have to trust them. You have to you have to let them make mistakes, because even though it does cost a little bit of money, those mistakes help them go a long ways.
Yeah.
And as far as if obviously sometimes you want to do punishments, but you really can't, because they're there every day. They show up, and that's a huge plus. Yes. A lot of people have guys that don't show up, that they call out multiple times.
Yep.
Me, on the other hand, my guys show up every day. They take their lunch properly. They don't leave early. If anything, they stay a little bit late. And for the most part, that makes me really happy. And then I know that they're going to be showing up, because I don't want to have a crew that I know that they're not going to show up. And sometimes they do make mistakes, but okay, let's sit down. I'll do it with them and be like, Absolutely. This is how you do it. Don't worry about it. Shake it off. Also, the next one you're prepared for it. Perfect. But those mistakes actually help them. And it helped me, because I did a lot of mistakes in the companies as well. But I learned off those.
Okay, I feel you. In fact, I think that's genius. So trust your employees, because you can't be out there if you can't trust them. And you're never going to be able to grow and scale if you don't trust them. So that's a great one. I'm glad you started off with that one. How about what other things did you learn as you've been growing that, maybe been a challenge and you just had to learn it, or it was new to you?
Hiring help. I can't do it all. Definitely the office work is a little bit, is not what I like to do, but I do have to do it.
Yeah.
But you do have to have someone in the office helping you out. And then you do have to have another you out there helping you in the field, as far as management, making sure everything's there, ordering the stuff they need, making sure that they have all their safety equipment, all the stuff that is just important.
Yep. Have you hired an estimator yet, or have you gotten that far? Or are you doing all of them?
I do have an estimator now. So he is helping me out. We do have a program, where he helps me get all my numbers together as far as on what we're working with. We have to find the labor burden. And he did help me out. And that's one thing I didn't know really existed until I started looking into it. So I thought, I started doing old school stuff where you do takeoffs. You start making notes, calling the lumber yards. Hey, how much is this going to cost? Things like that. Now we actually have almost like a spreadsheet, where it's like we already know our numbers, and it's a little bit quicker to get estimates out. But I did hire an estimator.
That's great. One of the best things you could do in helping grow people scale, or helping people scale their businesses. I've helped many contractors do that into the multi-millions level. And the thing is that's one of the first key components. You got to replicate yourself. You got to hire an estimator. You got to get people tracking all the numbers, doing all the bookkeeping, the admin stuff, right? You got to have people there that are answering the phones. But really one of the key components is that estimator who can go out. You could trust them to meet with the client, because if you have no jobs, your people have no work. So you have to constantly go out and get those jobs. And so you want to have a strong force of 2, 3, 4 people. If you're going to level up to be even in the multi, you go, beyond 15 million a year, you're going to generally need couple other estimators. You kind of max out as much as you could do, and then boom, you go bigger. Now you're going to hit that probably already, because you're already doing houses from the ground up. So you're probably building a house for what, 500,000-600,000 total by the end of the day. Some of them in the richer areas, upwards of $1 million plus, right?
Yeah, they are definitely up there.
Yeah, that's great, especially in your area. So that's Man, that is good news. So you got your estimator, got your admin, got your bookkeeper, and of course you're still estimating. I took a painting company, and now they have everything done for them. And he doesn't meet a client. He never goes out. The owner doesn't have to bid any jobs. He just makes $9 million a year, just cranking in because he's got his whole system working in perfect order. His crews always take care of everything like they're supposed to, so everything works out. Is that kind of part of your goal? Is to get
That is
there?
part of my goal. It's going to take a little bit of time to get there, but it's definitely, hopefully it does happen,
You will, my brother.
I'm
You
definitely
will.
putting in the work to make it there, but at the end of the day, right now, I'm still not at that level, but I will be hopefully soon.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to guess that you are married.
No, I'm actually not.
Oh,
Right now.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do have a girlfriend though.
Okay.
I'm actually a lucky guy to have her.
You are.
Um,
You are.
she
I had
does
to
help
guess
me with.
because I'm looking up on the shelves back there and I go, okay, a girl put that stuff up there. That's not dude
Yeah, we do
stuff.
live together.
Okay. That's not
So we
dude
live
stuff.
together. Everything's going good. So in the near future, hopefully that does happen.
There you
Um,
go.
so just a little bit of time.
Yeah, no worries, man. You got to save up, get that good ring. It's a one-time shot there. That's
Exactly.
good, brother.
You want
Yeah,
to make sure it's
exactly.
perfect.
Yeah, no worries. So cool, man. So you got stuff going on and it's growing. And what do you see for you by the end of this year? Not long range right now. What are your hopes that your construction business does and for you by December of the end of this year?
I do hope to have maybe another 6 people added to my crew, maybe
Okay.
one more manager, um, and then hopefully just a bigger storage yard. Right now, the one I have, we're outgrowing it, and I do need a little bit more space. I keep adding more
Yeah.
machines, more trailers, more trucks, and
Yeah.
it's one of those times where I do need a little bit more room. So as far as
Yeah.
for by this year, my goal is to have maybe another 6 employees, maybe one more
Cool.
manager, and then just another storage yard to be able to run everything
Perfect.
and operate everything out of.
Okay. Yeah, it's good. You still there? You got me? You got me,
Yeah, I
right?
do. Sorry, sometimes it blurs a little out, but I'm here.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, that's great. So that is excellent news, man. You are just on track to do well. What's your long range, like 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 years? What do you want from your business? Where do you want to be at?
I definitely want to be in that area as your painter, as far as for when it comes to that one. So having the
Yeah.
construction almost run itself, almost to
Yeah.
that end. I still want to be able to be in the picture as far as being out there.
Yeah.
Because I thrive off it. I do love doing the work. I do love being out there. It definitely makes me happy. Um,
Yeah.
but hopefully I haven't been able to buy a home yet. So hopefully by then I'll be able to. But
You'll
right
get
now
there,
that's
man.
still one of the things
You're
that's in the
building your
works.
business. You're growing all that up, and that's what you got to do. And dude, 1 year out the gate, you're killing it. You're going to buy a house soon. Plus, if the interest
Hopefully.
rates comes down here pretty quick, you're going to be in a good sweet spot to buy one, and that's what the
Yeah,
feds are looking to do.
Yeah, if everything goes good, hopefully
Yeah, perfect.
that is the case.
Perfect. Yeah, and that'd be a great time, right? Ring, house, all good.
It's
Woo, you never
it sounds
know.
really
She's
nice.
not here listening, hopefully.
No, she's not. So
That's
it's
good,
Friday,
man.
so
Yeah,
but
so-
I'm
So
sorry.
you're thinking like maybe 5 years from now or something, maybe 15 million a year, 20 million a year, 25. What's your hopes?
My hopes is to definitely have this under control and
Yeah.
maybe start another company. So that way I
Okay.
have 2 of them. So as long as I have this
Perfect.
one, I do want to focus. So that way I have hopefully various companies.
Yeah.
But maybe one of these days I'll do something with you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Definitely. I love it. We're going to definitely do some stuff together. So let's talk briefly about employees, because I think you could bring some valuable insight into people who are hiring and growing. What were some of the any and obviously no names, but any challenges in going from one employee to 16? Any challenges that you can encourage some people? Hey, these are just challenges. These are normal. Hey, you can get past this. Anything there?
Um, making them get along. Not everybody, yeah, not everybody can get along together. But you know what I have noticed though, that if you just like take the time, like even if you have, and not everybody has a space, but if you do have like a storage yard or anything where everybody kind of groups together, if you just turn on the barbecue pit and then have a couple of drinks there, everybody kind of de-stresses. They talk, they have their conversations, whatever it is, but everybody somehow connects again. Because there is a lot of tension out there. There's a lot of stress out there. Sometimes just frustration. It's hot. We're sweaty. We're carrying a lot of lumber up and down ladders, and sometimes it can be heated stuff between the employees themselves. But just if you do take the time, as far as to take them to lunch, just have everybody connect with each other, where it's not thinking about work or talking about work, just enjoying each other. They do tend to kind of work their situations out themselves.
Yeah, no, that works out. Do you bring some training to these guys sometimes, maybe every few weeks or every week or something like that?
I try every week.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
but
sometimes
meetings. Tailgate meetings. There you go. Yeah, some bring the bagels, and everybody. So a little bit of coffee, Starbucks coffees.
I just want to know if you did my recommendation, and that's the burrito with some some huevos y chorizo, you haven't done that one yet?
I haven't done
Not
that
yet.
one, but
Okay.
But I have done the lunch burritos, which is carne asada.
Cool.
You have. Yeah,
Hey,
so I haven't done the breakfast burritos, which I should be doing.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll switch it up one of
those
these days instead of bagels.
Nice warm breakfast, get the guys all started off right.
Yeah, no, definitely. After that, they're definitely hungry to work. So
yes,
they're a little
bit more apt to work. Yeah.
Yep.
That's great. Have you been able to, now that you have these people, kind of pinpoint like potential foremen or superintendents while you're away from the job site, like someone in charge?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I kind of test them a little bit. So then I'll give them a list of tasks to do while I'm gone. Mm-hmm. And, if I see that they're doing it and taking it, as far as taking responsibility to get those tasks done, then that's where I kind of choose if they're ready for a foreman or if they're ready for a little bit more responsibility. Because some people are just happy with no responsibility. It's just, doing the work. Other people are hungry to grow. And, I do kind of test out who's a little bit, who kind of wants that by doing those tasks, like saying, hey, I got to be out by this time to this time. Here's a task. I was like, I want you to take these guys, have them do this. Here's a task list to do. I was like, I'm going to let you run it the way you want to run it and just kind of see where it falls.
That's perfect. Yeah. And then bring some training to these guys and things like that. And, I know a place that has a great construction project management online course. Oh yeah, that's right. Us.
Yeah, you can get that.
Make some of these supervisors take it so they get better at what they do. You level up their knowledge and then they become more valuable for you because they're able to handle stuff. So things to think about, right? As you bring more education to them. Yeah, that's good.
No, it's definitely something I do want to do.
Yeah, so I always ask this one question, and it's about the blue ocean. I don't know if you remember me talking about this, but the blue ocean is a book, and it talks about, why your company. And so when an audience is see you, and also when you go to a job and it's one that you're bidding out, you're going to meet the client for the first time. I mean, it's really hard to convey your passion, your purpose, your mission, because for many cases, this is their first time meeting you. But if you could say like, why you, what makes you distinct or different than some of the other contractors out there that have the same license? I don't know if you've thought about that much.
The why me, it's just mainly like how can I say it? It's just on how I make them, is I guess how we connect, because I definitely want to be able to choose the clients. Sometimes you don't want to work with some people that are very difficult. So you definitely want to choose them. So you'll get that feeling as far as if you guys do have that connection, because you are going to be communicating with them a lot, building their dream home or remodeling their dream home. So you definitely want to have a good connection with them. So you will know right away if you guys connect or not, or sometimes it might not just be me. Yeah. But you'll get the feeling if it is you, if it is for you, or if they are for you.
So for you, you'd say that your blue ocean, or what makes you different, is you actually you connect well, and you like to connect with that client so that you are in good communication, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Definitely.
good. Now, have you guys, because I always, and sometimes you get busy, you get out there, you get rolling. I always tell our licensed contractors, once you leave our school, shoot some video on your phone, send it on over to us. Your first video is on us. We make you a nice, really cool video. You toss us your logo. And that way, let's say you go and someone calls you up and they're like, hey, can you come over here? What date's good for you? And you don't know these guys. So you're like, Friday's good, maybe 9 a.m. Perfect. And then before you get off the phone, hey, can I just shoot you over a text reminder? I'm going to shoot over a little video of our work. And then what you do is you remind them, hey, I'm going to be there Friday morning, 9 o'clock. Check out this video, a little bit of montage of some of my work. And then you have this beautiful video that just shows you off. And maybe even a little bit, if you wanted to, you can even speak in that video, just kind of sharing your heart. But I think what that does is it gives you a blue ocean effect, because 99.9% of contractors will never make a video for showing off their stuff. And we're doing it for free for you, because everybody who goes through our program gets it for free. So, excuse me. I want to encourage you, if you haven't done that, do that. Do you already have a video that you do that with, or do you send them
No,
stuff?
I don't, but I do have a list of videos on my phone. So it's definitely something I am going to have to do with you.
Send it over, because we're going to make something really nice, and it makes the client go, when they have 3 bids coming in and then they see yours with the video, like, I really like this guy. This guy's really organized. Wow, he's got it all together. He's the only one that sent a video. It really makes you land more jobs. You're just going to have to hire more people, brother.
Yeah, I am. So no, that's definitely something I am interested in, and I did not know that. So it is something I want to do.
And because the great thing is too, is if you start, say my team starts building out a website for you, then we know where those jobs are at, because whenever we talk about a certain area or town or city that you're in, we have to use the exact pictures from that town, because your camera geo targets the picture. And if you use a picture from one city, but you're talking about another city, Google and its algorithm looks at that and goes, that's not even in that city. That picture's a lie. You know what I mean? You could be showing some job you did in Temecula. Hey, we're in San Bernardino here, and we do work for you. Come on out. And Google says that's in Temecula. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure you have that connection, that communication with your web designer, whoever that might be in the future. If not us, but that way they know to ask you those right questions, right? But get that video over, man. My guy will take care of you. I'll have Ben. He's the one who emails you all the time. You just send it over there. He's going to make you one. You want to put your logo on it, throw it over. Boom. We're going to put it there. We're also going to take that video and we're going to put it on our social media, which we have thousands of people watching us. And what's going to happen is they're going to see you as a person who went through our program. It's our goal is that you're so inundated, you're turning more people away than you're getting. That's our goal. Whenever you go through our school, we want to make sure that every contractor that went through our school is out there getting so many leads. It's like they can't even keep up.
Yeah, no, that's definitely one of the goals I want to have as well. But no, it is good. I am going to get that video over, because now that you're saying that, it's getting me a little bit more excited about it.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to see you grow, bro. I think you can get to, maybe 2 entire crews, like you said, 2 businesses, because you can RMO another corporation. And then you have one running 25 people, another one running 25. And you're just doing projects all over, just making it happen, building that brand that everybody gets to know in that whole city that you're in and county.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the goals. So hopefully one of these days I am able to get there.
Yeah, man. Have you started on any of your marketing or advertising? How are you getting people, since you stepped out and got your license? Has it been just mostly word of mouth right now?
It has. So it's a lot of the people that have known me for years. Good. That they tend to own like various properties, so they use me multiple times on their same properties, if not another.
Nice.
And a lot of their friends they're in the same situation as them, where they just have multiple properties, and then they have unreliable contractors. Yeah. So then that's where they say, hey, this is where Chino comes in, like, hey, he's always showing up. He's always keeping us communicated. He goes the extra mile, which sometimes you do have to do. Just go the extra mile goes a long ways in their eyes.
Yeah. What's some advice that you would give new contractors getting into the industry?
Just go for it. Don't
Go
think
for
twice
it.
about it. Just go for it, and everything's gonna fall in place. It
Yeah.
just that's one thing that I've seen that just everything just falls in place as it needs. The
Yes.
one thing I that was struggling with in the beginning it was just doing it until I finally just said, you know what, I'm gonna blow everything off for a couple weeks,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna go ahead and sit down, handle business, and I got my license within. I mean, you guys give about 6 months, right, to do the
Yep.
school program.
Yep.
I tend to like in the beginning I was kind of blowing it off, still doing. I was like, but when I sat down, I think I got everything done within a month. So
That's
two
awesome.
weeks. So I sat down, did it. I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm done messing around. I sat
Yep.
down for about a week. I did the trade, which is I'm the type of person that kind of has to do things in steps. I can't do
Yeah.
everything at once. So then
Yeah.
I scheduled the tests from 1 week apart from each other. So and then
Okay.
1 week I studied really hard as far as for the trade, which I was like that's what I felt more comfortable about. So then I went in
Yeah.
there, passed the first try, and then the second week I already had the law and business test scheduled. And what I did that whole
Nice.
week, I just kept practicing that course. And same thing when I went in there, it was just like wow, I was overly prepared, which was nice.
Wow.
But I did have
I
to just
like
sit
that.
down and just do it. I was like, because
Boom.
everything's still going to be happening, but if you just
Yeah.
take the time to do it, you'll get it. You're gonna at the end of the day, you're gonna say, I should have done this sooner, and that's
You know,
exactly what I said.
every entrepreneur or no new budding business owner that I've ever talked to, their number one issue in moving forward is fear. You don't know what you don't know, and when you're trying to push into a space that you've never been in, like you going from hiring 16 contractors now, you're like, when do I do this? How do I do this? I would imagine that there was this sense of like darkness there. You're trying to push through it, but you don't know what you're doing. But yet you decided just do it anyways. Push, and now that
Yeah,
you've pushed, look where you've gotten, man. And now you can easily teach from an experienced level with wisdom. Hey guys, you want to get to 16 people? These are the things you need to do. Boom, 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 boom. Don't worry about it. Just jump. You're going to be fine, right?
yeah. No, it's just doing it because if not, the fear is always going to be there, and it's not going to go away unless you make it go away by just doing it.
Exactly. You become if you could imagine fear like a dragon, like in the medieval days, you are a warrior that pulls out your sword and you slay those dragons. And really, when it comes to the success of anything or any business, you have to be the person that slays those dragons and then marches into the darkness and pierces it with the light of that sword. So just keep plugging along, man. You're killing it. I'm so excited, brother. I can't wait till you and I are doing some bigger projects. We're like just buying houses and apartment complexes, and we'll meet up at them, grab a meal, have some fun, make some great money, and just be like, wow, we are blessed, right?
Yeah,
We
no,
are
definitely. I
blessed.
definitely want to get to that phase with you. So hopefully, if things keep going good, we will get to that phase.
All right. So, hey guys, this is CS Construction. I'm with Enrique. You can get a hold of him. What social media platforms are you on?
I'm on Instagram and Facebook, but they're more personal pages. I do have to
Okay.
spend the time to do some of the business pages, which I
Okay.
haven't done yet, but I will.
Okay.
I will be doing it soon.
Okay. I'll have Ben and Micah just shoot you an email. Just a reminder, if you want us to start doing some stuff, building out that website, let us know. And we specialize in all things construction. That's why I have all these businesses I own for that purpose. And really my goal is to make sure that all my contractors are invited into a community where they get to hobnob with multimillionaires, and they get to, and the beautiful thing, when you get yourself into the room of multimillionaires, they're usually the ones that own all the buildings that need remodeled, right? So getting you into those rooms. In fact, you even came to one of our events, right? The Power to Gain Wealth.
I did.
You did.
That's where.
Yeah, the Power to Gain Wealth is getting you into the room so that you can be taught by millionaires. And it costs nothing, right? You just got to come, hear that thing, get involved, grab a lunch with these guys, and then now you're on their radar, right?
Yeah.
And so
No, it's
I'm
definitely one of the
excited.
things I was. Yeah, I was definitely happy that I did do it. It did taught me a lot, and it actually changes your mindset, which is something that was very good for me.
Awesome. Awesome. And have you went also to our next one, which is Daring to Win?
I did. I did do the Daring Win in Temecula as well.
Okay, good. Oh yeah. A lot of great information, wasn't it?
It was. It was a lot of good information. It was nice. It was definitely things that it's like you don't really get, which luckily you did talk all about. So it did make me a little bit more knowledgeable.
Perfect. Our goal here is to break the poverty mindset and to plant a prosperity mindset, seeing things that others don't see, understanding concepts about money and how to produce wealth so that you are not always confined as a W-2 owner, but you actually learn how to use your money, your skill, and your talent to monetize so that you can spend more time with your family. I'm a big believer in family. So, one day when, I don't know if you guys have a child yet, but at some point, you'll put a ring on that finger, start having children, and then just something amazing is going to take place as you continue to grow forward and just build your future, your foundation in your life, your business and everything. And we're going to just watch. I'm going to take joy in just watching you thrive, bro, because that makes me so happy. I don't know who's more happier here that you have 16 employees, you or me. I'm happy because you came through my program and you're killing it, bro. I love it. I'm so excited. But anyways, yeah, I'm excited you came on, and I'm excited you were part of our school. I look forward to us being in this community that builds something for the future. Any last words you want to say to anybody? Any shout outs?
No, not at the moment I can think of. But as far as for like all future contractors, saying just go for it. Stop thinking about it. Just if you don't do it, worst case scenario, you fail and you get up and you try again.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Exactly. Appreciate you, brother, man. I'll be having you on more time. So, keep growing and scaling, man. We'll reach out. All right, brother?
Alrighty. Have a good one.
Thanks, brother. You too.